Hey, how's it going, you guys? I know that we just had a review. Well, you're getting another one. And today we are reviewing the DC Multiverse Mcfarlane Sandman of the JSA. It is a gold label. I do believe it's a Target exclusive, as that's where I found it. And typically, gold labels are exclusive. You got the new logo there. Well, kind of the new but retro type logo for DC there. I think one of my previous ones we did that. There's a nice comic book cover. I actually have this comic, and it's one of my favorites. They were doing a whole bunch of like little mini comics for the JSA members, and this one was probably my favorite one to read. So you got Sandman, Wesley Dodds, the Sandman, and then before we take a look at the figure himself, we'll take a look at accessories. He comes with the stand with the new DC logo on it, and a card. And on the back, it has real name Wesley Dodds, and a bio that reads, sporting a suit, hat, and cape and gas mask, he employed his detective skills, sleeping gas, and other gimmicks against a legion of crooks. Touched by the power of Morpheus, Lord of Dreams, World War I veteran Wesley Dodds was plagued by nightmares of evil deeds. Eventually, he realized these were prescient visions and used his vast fortune, scientific genius, and years of experience as a world traveler to create the Sandman, eerie mystery man stalking America's vilest human predators. He was a founder of the Justice Society of America, fighting uncanny menaces and battling the military might of Yazidis, Germany, and Japan, but was always most comfortable hunting the darkest example of human evil. As you guys know, I have a particular soft spot for the JSA, but we'll get into that here in a bit. There's one other accessory, however, out of the package. I wonder, can I actually get it out of his hand? I don't know if I can get it out of his hand. And if I do, I'm scared I can't get it back in. So I will just show you. There, it is a sleeping gas gun. It's just a revolver with a canister on it, really. But there you go. It's not much to it. But let's take a look at him here. It did come with him out of the package. I'm sure you can take it out, but considering it was so tough to actually try to get it out of his hand, I don't even want to try taking it out because I feel like I wouldn't be able to get it back in. So, or it'd take me a long time. Wow, you actually stood. But yeah, here he is. But as you guys know, I have a particular soft spot for the JSA. They're just like such a classic team, and plus it does help that they fought in World War II against authoritarianism, and obviously anybody that does that is great guys and gals in my mind. So, but also they're just very classic heroes, and considering they're the first superhero team, it is it's always awesome to get another member. Now, I know I've missed a few members. Well, missed. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I know I didn't get Wildcat. I'm trying to think if there was any others. Well, Spectre, they're releasing a 2-pack with the new Atom Smasher, but I don't know if I'll get that, which kind of upsets me. I don't think if there's any others. I guess Power Girl. Yeah, Power Girl I haven't gotten. But she came later from the JSA. But yeah, anyway, let's take a look at him. So I'm pretty sure he's reusing, I don't know if it's like part of like the Heath Ledger Joker body. I don't have that Joker, but I'm pretty sure that some of these parts came from that Joker. But it's nice. You got like the suit and these straps and connecting the leather jacket. Very nice wrinkling and even some wash here. You do have lines on the pants. Those are sculpted in. And some very nice dress shoes. I really like the look of the mask. I like that they gave it like a some flair, like he's in a light somewhere, and of course you got the canister around here. There's no detail really on the back, but it just looks awesome. And then of course you got the little hat here. It just looks amazing. It's just awesome to have another JSA member. If you guys don't know, Hawkman is probably my favorite JSA member. After that, it gets kind of hard to rank them because I all like them in different ways. They're very niche characters, so it's some of them are very gimmicky, and you could definitely tell that some of them were created in the 30s. So let's put it that way, but that's part of what makes them fun, is that they're still heroes, just with, and they just have unique abilities. But of course, this guy has no ability. He just is very smart and has a gas canister. So the only other accessory I wish he would have come with is at least one alternative fist, or I think I've seen it where he's dual wielding a sleeping gas gun. I would have loved to have seen another one with another trigger finger. But I think we all kind of expect now that with these gold label releases, sometimes it's like you just get the figure and that's it. Like there's nothing else. So, but he does pose up pretty well. And speaking of posing, let's get into his articulation. So his head can look that far up, can look that far down. He can't really look down necessarily because he got the gas mask, but he can look side to side, and of course has great head tilt. He got the usual joint in there, kind of. It's a little different, but his arm does go that far out, go all the way around. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, wrist swivel, and a hinge. Ooh, that's one of the tight joints that I've been working through. His diaphragm, I actually haven't messed with this. He can crunch kind of that far forward, a whole lot more back, can tilt, and it definitely swivels very easily. Part of it is obviously due to this overlay piece, which is actually rock solid. Like, it's not actually hollow. So his legs can kick out that far, kick back about that far, kick to the side all the way, although the leather jacket gets in the way a little bit, but it's very flexible. And it doesn't really have any swivel up there. That has double jointed knees. There's an ankle that goes down, goes up, moves by side to side. And he does have rocker and, of course, toe articulation. Now that I've moved him around, watch him fall down. Now, of course, it's time for the comparisons. Now, I know I mentioned Hawkman earlier, and obviously you've seen my Hawkman. The thing is that every time I've brought out Hawkman for a comparison, I tend to end up knocking everything over. So, unfortunately, I'm just not going to try that and get frustrated today. So, we're just going to bring in some other members that are much easier to bring into frame. So, let me just grab them here. So for the purpose of this review, I'm just going to only bring two of them out, and I feel like these two probably work the best. So you have, see if I can get them into frame. You have Our Man. And one of my other personal favorites, Jay Garrick Flash. Now, I know they just announced a new Jay Garrick Flash. I still like this one, so I don't know how much of a difference it's going to be. But yeah, it's great just to have another JSA member. I will always take new JSA members. I hope we get some more before this Mcfarlane multiverse ends. Stargirl. I'm trying to think if they announced Stargirl yet or not, but I hope to get her character. There's numerous other characters that I'm sure I'm forgetting now, but again, would just love to have them. Maybe a new, like a repainted version of Wildcat. That's part of the reason why I didn't try to find him, was because I didn't know if I necessarily liked the look that they gave him, because they made him blue instead of his usual black suit. But if they just re-released him and just repainted it black, I would definitely get that version. So, but yeah, But I hope you do enjoy. I hope you did enjoy this review. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.